Hi everyone and welcome back to World of YOHIO. Today we're going to talk about my daily habits. Let's get into it. So today I thought I'd walk you through what a regular day in my life looks like. Since it depends on what I'm doing that particular day, it may vary a bit from time to time, but you'll get the gist of it. I usually have different kinds of routines depending on what kind of mode I'm in at the moment. When I'm in mode 1, I usually wake up at 5 a.m. I get up and immediately drink quite a lot of water. Staying hydrated gives you the energy needed to go about your day and naturally cleanses your body. It's also good for your skin. Since I'm going to use my voice later on, it's also a good preparation for my vocal cords. After that, even though I'm not really awake yet, I stretch my body and do my daily workout. Since your cortisol level, the stress hormone, is at a peak directly after waking up, going straight into moving your body after getting out of bed helps reducing that to make you feel in a better mood throughout the rest of your day. It really does a huge difference for your well-being overall. After I'm done with my workout, I'm already feeling a lot more energized and alert than before. My mind is clearing up and I am fit for fight. This is when I meditate. Meditation is something I've been doing for many years and is something that is very important to me. It keeps me calm and clear-minded. My morning meditation session is usually going on between 30 to 45 minutes. You can do less or you can do more, but I feel that about 30 minutes is a good length for me in the morning. When you start out meditating, it can take a while to get into it properly. I really recommend meditating on a daily basis to get used to it because it has amazing effects on your life. You will be calmer and feel less stressed. You will also be able to deal with setbacks in a more composed manner. There have been periods of my life when I've stopped meditating regularly, but I always come back to it. Right now I couldn't live without this habit and I've been very consistent for a long time. It just makes me feel better and more connected to the people and the world around me. Now I go over my goals. I look at them and read them out loud for myself. This is setting the intention in my brain. It's a reminder of what I'm fighting for, why I have to work, and where I want to end up. This is especially crucial in the days when you really don't feel like it, when you're not in the mood or just feel exhausted and tired. Going over your goals every morning helps you stay on course. If your dreams really matter to you, it's a motivator and a reason to do your best, no matter what. It really is powerful and keeps you from giving in to the urge of just watching Netflix and being passive all day. It's a trigger to put in the work, to set yourself up for success and the achievement of whatever it is you're working for. Every day is precious. Every hour you put down in favor of your goals is an accomplishment in of itself. Reviewing your goals in the morning helps you get into that state of mind before you go about your day. When I've done this, I take out my journal. I have several different journals for various purposes, but this one is exclusively used for what I'm about to do next. I start writing out affirmations. Some of them are different from my long-term, specific goals, and some are exactly the same. Some of them vary from day to day, but I have some specific ones I write down every day. These affirmations are everything from what I want out of life, what kind of person I want to be, to specific things I want to experience or possess. Everything is written in present tense I am, I have statements. This gives my subconscious mind the notion that anything is possible and that if I stay my course and don't give up, this will be the reality I create. I fill a whole page with these affirmations and at the bottom I sign it with my name. I do this because it gives me the feeling that I've signed a contract with myself, something I can't break, a promise that this is the reality I am going to make happen. Writing this down on paper is a much more satisfying feeling than doing it on a computer. That's what I think at least. When I'm done with my affirmation journaling, My mind is in a good place. It's completely focused on the big picture of what I want my life to look like. Now, it's time for me to go outside. I usually stop by 7-Eleven at the corner of my street and buy a cup of coffee. Then I take a power walk in a random direction. I like to take different routes every day and take off on small streets I've never walked before. This change of environment is good for keeping your mind fresh and alert. Half of the time during my walk, I think of nothing else but my goals. Nothing else. I repeat my affirmations in my mind and visualize everything as good as I'm able to. As I'm breathing in the morning air, I see my dreams come alive before my mind's eye. Since I do this practically every day, I'm seeing it clearer and clearer every time. I'm making my subconscious mind accept the reality I'm forcing upon it. The whole process of repeating affirmations and visualizing them is called auto-suggestion. Just look that up online if you're interested in the mechanics behind it. The other half of my walk is spent on just being aware. Mindfulness is really popular nowadays, and I understand why that is. We are too busy being busy and too self-occupied to notice what's going on around us. We're so focused on our screens and social media that we fail to appreciate the real world around us. During my morning walk, I don't bring my phone, ever. I focus on just being aware. I take in the trees and their leaves, the houses and the streets, every person that walks by. I don't think about anything. I just breathe in the world and all of its beauty. I try to notice every single detail about everything in my line of sight, every sound and the sensation of the wind blowing in my face, all of the colors and the shape of the clouds. This in itself is a kind of walking meditation, a meditation of awareness. This helps you notice things that most other people don't. I'm not just talking about the color of the leaves of a tree, but in general, you become more aware of details and even nuances in conversation that slip by most people's attention. The effects of doing this on a regular basis are profound and can really help you see the big picture in life. I couldn't recommend it enough. It's very easy to do, so just try it out for a few days to see how you feel about it. It could really make you appreciate life a lot more as well, when you once again open your eyes to the real world and that it actually is a very beautiful place to be in. I usually walk for about 45 minutes and then head back home again. As you've probably noticed, the first part of my morning is all about creating the right frame of mind. It's all about mindset and inner work, reflection and intention, focusing on what's important. I usually don't look at my phone even once during this whole process. If I do, it's mainly just to check what time it is. When I come home from my walk, it's usually still early in the morning, around 8 a.m. But since I've already been awake since 5 a.m., I've got all of my most important inner work done when most people are having breakfast or getting out of the shower. Now I'm completely in line with my goals. I feel awake and refreshed. My mindset is in place and I am ready to take on whatever the day throws at me. I am completely alive and energized to do my best and meet the day head on. This is when I write my to-do list. I use a Japanese method called the Kanban method for this. You can look that up to see what I mean. For this, I use an app and a software for my computer. So I basically have a lot of things written down. What I have to do this year, this month, this week, today, things I want to do but I don't have a specific time frame for, etc. So I usually move some things from this week to today. Every start of the week, I grab things from this month to this week, etc. It's a great way of having an overview of what you have to do and all of your ongoing projects. When I'm done with this, I start doing my vocal warm-up routine. I just walk around at home, doing my daily singing exercises to get my voice going. Of course, I drink a lot of water while doing this. When my voice is properly warmed up, I start doing what's on my to-do list, whatever that may be. and I do the tasks one by one until I've cleared everything I have to get done. Before that though, I usually take half an hour or so reading something educational. Not fiction, but something I can learn from. If I'm not going anywhere that day, I work at home until around 1 p.m. and then I have lunch. This is the first meal of my day. I rarely eat breakfast. I usually work best the first part of my day with an empty stomach. After that, I have a shower. Then I just keep working on my projects for the day until I go to bed. This is everything from basic, boring tasks to studying languages or other things and writing songs. I usually meditate one more time and read before I call it a night. So this is how a normal mode 1 day looks like. When I'm in my most creative periods, mode 2, my routines get a bit more irregular. Creativity tends to come to me late at night, and I enjoy making music during the night hours until morning. I usually wake up a bit later during these periods, but the rest is basically the same. If I have an early morning meeting or I have to be somewhere directly after waking up, some of my routines get delayed, but the basic patterns are still the same. So there you have it. I hope this was interesting to you and gave you some ideas of how to structure your morning. Having a powerful, consistent morning routine can change your life in many ways. If you control your morning, the rest of the day will fall into place so much easier. It's all about how you manage your time and make it work for you, not the other way around. Thank you for listening to this episode of World of YOHIO. Take back command over your life, my friends. That's what it's all about. If you want to stay updated, you can always follow me on Instagram at YOHIO and Twitter at YOHIO_thisrain. If you want to support my work even further, you can check out my Patreon on patreon.com/YOHIO. Have a great week, everyone, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.